Hi, everybody. I know, long time no see. Welcome to the shit show. Yep, I did it. I renamed my channel. Yeah, so goodbye to Coffee with Tammy, although coffee is still going to be an important factor on this channel, or whatever shot you prefer. Um, but we've changed the name to the shit show. And this channel has to do with senior living and what we do and how we do it and how we get by. Also, our attitudes, our opinions, and stuff that made us baby boomers who we are, survivors. That's right. We're going to do recipes. As soon as we hit 1,000 and we can do lives, I want to take a vote. We'll vote one person on. They can come in and during the live and tell us how they save money or how they make ends meet or a recipe, or talk to us about your children or your grandchildren or your husband and what's important to you. It's a place for us to share, because in the old days we used to just meet on the corner. Gen X thought, yeah, no, we did it first. Yeah. Now, why do you think you learned it? Because we're your parents. But as kids, we just met our friends on the corner and then hung out all day. But in today's society, that's not feasible. As a matter of fact, I just lost one of my childhood friends a couple months ago. My year has been filled with shit. Hence, the shit show. I've had so much this year, guys. First of all, it's a new apartment. The last time you guys see me, I was at my apartment that me and my husband rented together. He still lives there. I moved out. The best way to survive a marriage that's in the shithole, live in different apartments. It really helped us to appreciate each other more, especially during this time with him. And I'll tell you about that in a minute. But so much has happened in my life lately, I can imagine what's going on in each and every one of your lives. So my goal here is to have an open channel, a channel where opinions are welcome, whether they're snotty or whether they're nice. Because if you're snotty, you come in here being snotty, you're going to suffer the ramifications of a bunch of boomers who don't much care about being punished anymore. Just saying. I know there are certain topics we can't talk about anymore on this site, but we're going to maneuver it. But I really want it to be an open channel where you guys are as involved in the video making as I am, in the way that you guys will come on and throw subjects. We'll pick one of your subjects. We'll have you on, and me and you can sit and talk about it, or you can give us a recipe, or yeah, there's so much that we can talk about. Not to mention the bull that goes on YouTube. Guys, you know what? If you're fat, they hate you. If you're thin, you're, what do they call it? Fat paranoid or something like that. I mean, the stuff on YouTube these days makes my head spin. So we're gonna do some reactions to some of these younger people putting up these videos, and I'm telling you, if you haven't been listening to some of this stuff, it's gonna blow your brain. Okay, I want you to feel comfortable here, just like when I opened this channel from Tammy's RV Live. It was really stuffy over there. Yeah, I let a lot of my personality out. I am a bitch. You can tell over there. I have let it out a little bit over here. But I think at the age of 66 and going through what I've gone through in life, I have that right. Just like you have that right. And I don't want to penalize you for it. I want you to come forward. I want us to share how we pay our bills. I mean, let's face it, $1,100 for a studio, and they want you to make 3 times that in order to qualify. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. But some of that stuff too. Losses. What's the worst thing about turning into a senior? Is losing those we love. You guys have lost so many people. My last video, I think I mentioned that my little brother had died, the youngest of my family. Out of 5 kids, there's just 2 of us left now. I'm the eldest, and then the oldest boy is still alive. He's like 4 years younger than me. I'll be a great grandma this year. I know, right? I didn't want kids. Now I got great grandkids. Yeah, I never thought I'd be a grandma or a mom. And speaking of grandma, I became a grandmother for the 4th time at the beginning of the year. I know, right? But I've lost my daughter-in-law, a 42-year-old healthy woman. She had a CPAP machine she used at night. It came off. She died in her sleep. I mean, we never know. We never know. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a loner, and I kind of deal with this stuff on my own. And I think it would be nice to have people to share this with. People to share what they did to get through some of the grieving. Because, like, my husband right now is really sick. He's gone from about 250 pounds to about 160. He won't see a doctor. Oh God. Yeah, he's a boomer. But I go over there often. We live about 5 miles apart. I go over often. I clean his house. I cook for him. I shop for him. I pay his bills. I do as much as I can for him. Because, guys, in the end, that's kind of what we want. And I am 8 years younger than him. Tips. So I help him as much as I can right now, which kicks my ass because I still have that shattered hip that I refuse to have replaced. I am taking steroid shots. I made my hair fall out. That's why you see my wig. You'll see many. I have many different personalities, okay? That's what I call them. They all have a name. This is Sunny. Say hello to Sunny. My hair is lighter than this and very gray. What hair I have. Like I said, sometimes when we have to take medicine and steroids, I have to be able to go to my husband's house. I have to be able to cook for him and clean for him right now. And the only way I can do that is by taking these injections. They put 10 pounds on me every time I take them. I'm fighting to lose that 10 pounds. And guys, I've been up and down in my weight on this channel, but for the most part, for the last, 30 years, I've weighed around, between 120 and 125. And when I moved out of my husband's, I was actually sick and had gotten down to 117 pounds. I hated it. I hate being that thin. You can actually, in my videos, see, you can see my lines now, but they were it was like the skin hung from my face. I know. I'm about 130 right now, and I'm fighting that 5 pounds because when I got the injections this month, I was 125. That's where I like to hang. But stuff like that, I have a lady that is the manager of the apartments that I live in right here. She has arthritis. She takes chemo. I wouldn't even take chemo for cancer. Just saying. And I'm not giving medical advice. That's my own personal opinion and my own for myself. Yeah, everybody has their right. I take steroids, and a lot of you wouldn't touch them. So it's just a matter of opinion. And don't ever think I'm coming on here and telling you guys what kind of medicine to take or not to take. If I come on here and mention anything, it's what I'm on and what's been good for me and what's not been. Because I had somebody strike one of my videos because I said something about medicine or something that helped me. And this person went in, and sure enough, YouTube took it down. Now, we got girls on this platform that are eating hot dogs for feeders. If you don't know what they are, we'll talk about them. But in the sexual way, the noises they make are enough to make you cringe. Anyway, so I absolutely, is my opinion here, and it's for entertainment purposes only. Got it? Anyway, so I want to talk about that kind of stuff. If somebody else out there has arthritis and they've tried something else, let's talk about it. Yeah, we have a right to talk about it. Doesn't mean we're giving medical advice. I mean, for reals. So I want to work on that. I recipes. I love to cook. You guys know that. But back to my husband. He's dying. I'm pretty sure it's cancer, and I'm pretty sure it's in more places than just his intestines. When I was over there 2 days ago, his skin is yellow. It breaks my heart. He used to be a bull of a man. I mean, when he walked, the muscles in his legs moved. He was, and now I look at him, and age can be vicious. Yeah, it really can. And me being 6 years younger than him, it's the least I can do, is to be there for him as much as I can. So a lot of why I haven't been on is, besides moving in here, is he started getting sick around September. And yeah. So that's something that's going on in my life. Besides my own health. But I want to do recipes. I'm really excited about having the open forum, you guys, with live. So let's try and get up to 1,000 subs and some view hours as fast as we can, okay? And so we can get on here and share face to face. Yeah. And not have to worry about being leaned on real hard. So what else is going on in my life? I will show you my little house in the next video. And now remember, I do have attention deficit, and my house reflects what's in my mind. So when I'm showing you around, if you think it's chaotic, try living in my brain. I'm just saying. I don't need nobody correcting the way I pronounce something, so I had a lady do that when I was doing jewelry, and I think I told her, I don't give 10 shits that you knew what I was talking about. Make you feel good to correct somebody? Right? Talk about a trip. A power play, right? So anyway, yep, the name of our channel is now The Schyt Show. I don't mind if we draw younger people. I think they need to know what's coming at them. Because it comes fast, you guys. You know that. Yeah, every time I fart, I get a year older. And I ain't kidding. When I sneeze, it's 10. So, life is so good. Anyway, it's great to see you all. I'm so sorry. I've been coming and going and coming and going and disappearing, and I really want to come on here at least once a week. And as soon as we get up to 1,000, we'll be doing lives at least once a week. I promise. So what I'd like you to do today is, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up or down, whatever you want to do. I get noticed whatever button you push. And leave your favorite emoji down in comments. And kind of learn to get to know each other with those emojis, okay? Because there's so many fun ones. So we're going to play with those. So anyway, we'll do some channel reactions. If you guys run across something you've seen on another channel, we'll talk about it. Yeah. How do you love these Gen X kids? Those are our kids. And what's funny is they act like being locked out of the house until the sun goes down was a big thing. Well, we went through it first. That's why we raised them the way we did. You know, they're not sissies, and neither are we. And that's what being a senior is these days, is being smart enough to survive. We can talk finances as well. So many things, you guys. Talk Social Security, when you're going to get it, how you're going to get it, how much you'll get, why, all those things, all those top things. And once in a while we can talk about what's going on in our country. We are babysat here, and we got to watch what we say. And we'll do that. Oh, God, you guys. I'm telling you, I love you guys. And I've had the worst issue with not being able to come out and talk about openly. Yeah, you can go to another channel and they can say they hate skinny people, and you have to deal with that. This one girl gets on and calls everybody effing bitches, and kicks them off her station, and she treats everybody like hell. She begs money, and she even boycotts YouTube and has them send money right to PayPal, which is against policy and procedures on YouTube, but for some reason some people get away with this stuff. We'll talk about that too, because one thing, as boomers, as seniors, we didn't get this far by being walked on. Just saying. And that's the phrase that says, take a drink. So let's take a drink together before I say goodbye. Cheers. So I'm going to make a new beginning, a new intro. It's not going to be real long, but I got to redo all of that. And until then, just know that I'm going to be here once a week. Next time I come on, I'm going to give you a tour of my house. Look, I'm busy taking care of a dying husband. If it's not clean and a little chaotic, so be it. I'm not going to clean it just to show you guys. Because first of all, I used to be a clean freak. What did it get me? Lost time with my kids. And that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. We can talk about. That's what being a clean freak got me. My house was spotless, and I could have been spending it with my kids because they didn't give a shit about the dust on the table. So anyway, next video, I'll give you a tour of my little house. I took a studio apartment, kind of a large one, and I cut it in half with room dividers behind me. And I have a bedroom on the other side. And I even have a door. So I'll show you all that. And then we'll start talking about other stuff. So hope you guys are all doing well. I hope we haven't lost anybody over the year. Yeah. That's the worst thing about getting old, ain't it? Sure is. Remember to love yourselves, you guys. The generation we grew up with, we weren't raised sissies. We weren't kissed on and hugged and told we were good or even that we were cute. So love yourself. You deserve it. You've made it this far after all, right? Anyway, I'll see you next time. Again, welcome to the Shit Show. Peace out. Bye.